A lot of appreciation I get, Mr. Shortridge.
A lot of help I get from you, Mrs. Shortridge.
Well, what do you think I was doing up there if it wasn't helping?
I think you thought that you were the Baroness Munchausen.
Well, next time don't ever put me on the witness stand for you.
That's advice that's entirely unnecessary. It won't ever happen again.
After all, there's nothing to worry about. You're going to win.
How any jury could decree me damages after hearing all those conflicting stories, well, it would be a miracle.
Well, I believe in miracles, dear, don't you?
Why, in the name of all that's holy, did you tell the jury that I was hit on the other side of the street?
Because our witness said that you were hit a few feet from the curb. He didn't tell the truth either.
He was bribed by the other side. You were supposed to be on my side.
Well, after hearing him twist the facts, I decided I'd fix him good.
You did. You fixed him and me and everybody.
Well, I would have stuck to our story if he hadn't started it first. I wasn't going to let the jury believe him when he said the hearse was going 10 miles an hour.
So you get up there and swear it was going 80 miles an hour.
Well, I had to do something to save you, didn't I?
And why did you say that I was thrown into the air 30 feet?
I didn't say that. I said 60 feet altogether, up and down.
And that fool lawyer grinning and egging you on.
He knows I was right. He's confident we'll win.
That's because you two couldn't hear how it sounded from where I sat.
Well, why didn't you sit on the witness stand with us then?
Why didn't you say that I was hit in the safety zone like I said I was?
Because that other fellow said you weren't. I had to make it worse.
You did. Yes, sir, you did. So the hearse ran out of its way on the wrong side of the street to knock me down and hurl me back.
Well, I didn't want to make it too strong.
You didn't want to make it too strong.
No, and I had to do something to counteract that other testimony that we'd counted on.
Well, I should have known better than let a man who had only looked into a few law books get me into this.
Now, Cecil, don't go calling Mr. Homer Smith names. A Smith is a Smith.
Well, he'd better be here in a few minutes. That's all I have to say.
Well, he'll be here with the good news and maybe the money as soon as the jury decides.
No ankle is worth $20,000. But I let him talk me into it.
Well, he didn't have anything to gain by it, dear.
I'm beginning to wonder about that, too. I think he's a nut.
Now, don't get yourself all excited. It won't do your ankle any good.
Do you think my brains are in my feet?
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm your wife, and you're upset, and I have to calm you.
No one has to calm me. I'm sore, and I want the world to know it.
Well, I did what I could for you. I will say that was a good collapse at the end of my testimony.
You don't think that that was acting, do you?
Well, isn't that what you were supposed to do?
That wasn't a collapse on my part. It was a touch of apoplexy at hearing your testimony.
Well, Mr. Smith thought I was doing all right.
All I want is money enough to get out of here, to get on to Boise.
This is a very lovely city, and you're upset.
He said he'd be right out, didn't he?
Yes, dear. He asked us to wait for him here at the hotel.
He's going to have to do some tall talking when he gets here.
Now, honey, don't let yourself get all worried before anything happens.
It wasn't bad enough to crack up my ankle and stay in the hospital a few days. No. Well, this is a little too much for me. I had a hunch when that guy introduced himself that he'd never seen the inside of a courtroom outside of a movie, and further...
Honey, listen, you better calm down now and answer the telephone. It might be him.
Was it ringing? I'll get it. Hello. Who? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, what do you want? The bill? Oh, that's right. I said I'd pay that day before yesterday. Well, just a minute. It's the hotel clerk. He wants to know if I'd forgotten our bill.
Well, what are you going to tell him?
You're pretty good at making up things. Why don't you tell him something?
Oh, tell him we've got to get a check cashed.
Hello. I'll attend to it just as soon as I can get a check cashed. What? Oh, well, that's very nice of you, but just a minute. Now you fix things. He said he'd cash it for me.
Oh, well, I didn't expect that. Well, tell him not to bother, that you have some cash you can pay the bill with.
Hello. Oh, it's not worth bothering about cashing. It's just a few $100s. I have enough cash to pay the bill. You what? Oh, well, no. I'll tell you what you do. You wait a few minutes. I'm in the tub. That is, I just got out. All right. Goodbye.
Did I tell you to say the wrong thing, dear?
I told him we had the cash, and he said he'd send the bill right up.
Oh, well, it's all right as long as he thinks you're in the tub.
But I can't stay in the tub forever.
Well, no, but you can get out and I can get in.
If that guy Homer Smith doesn't get here in a few minutes, I'm going out after him.
You don't know where to find him, dear.
I shouldn't have given him the money that Aunt Violet sent me to travel on.
You'll get it back. You'll win your case. Trust me, dear.
Oh, I trust you all right, but I shouldn't have trusted him.
You got run over and you were taken to the hospital. You'll get paid for it.
I wasn't run over. I was hit, and it was only my heel at that.
A heel is a heel. You know the old saying, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a heel for a heel.
Where's Otis? Isn't he back?
No, I sent him out with the bellboy when we had to go to court.
Well, I'd like to know what's going to happen if I don't win that money.
You can't lose. Don't you think I know?
Well, I can't wire Aunt Violet. You know that. She'd give the whole thing up. You know how crazy she can get when she wants to.
Well, what if we have been here too long? We're leaving tonight.
I wonder about that.
With $20,000.
All I want right now is the $250 I advanced him for costs.
Well, you don't think a big man like that would stoop to take $250?
All I want right now is some money, any money, right now.
Look, dear, you believe in me, don't you?
Oh, I guess so. What is it? Why?
Well, I have a feeling that everything will be all right.
Well, I wish I had a little of it.
You can trust me and believe in me. I'm a woman, and a woman has a sort of a sixth sense about these things.
Well, I can't help but be worried. We're in a spot, or don't you know it?
Well, but everything is all right. I can feel it right now.
You feel that way right now, honestly?
Yes, dear, I do. I'll swear to you in all safety that we're out of danger. Right this minute we should be celebrating. We've won $20,000.
Well, that's it. It must be.
Tell him to come right up. We'll order food and celebrate.
Hello? That's you, Homer? Yes, this is me. What happened? What? We lost. You mean... Oh.
Courage, Cecil. All is not lost.
Look here. You come up here right away. Do you hear me? You're where?
Is he downstairs, dear?
I thought you said you were coming to the hotel after you left the court. Oh, as long as we lost, you didn't think there was any use coming up. I want to see you.
Tell him we can't pay the hotel bill and we have to leave.
I said I want to talk to you. You never saw the inside of a courtroom before you took my case. You probably never even read a law book.
Don't waste your breath calling him things. Tell him to come up here.
Look, can you get over here right away? Why not? Isn't this sort of sudden, being called out of town? Well, where can I get in touch with you? Hello? Hello? Operator, I was disconnected. Can you get me that number back again? You can't. Oh, all right.
I'll bet he hung up on you.
You're right.
Oh, well, poof. That's what I say. What is, what is.
Would you please, darling, refrain from any comment?
All right. I won't say a word.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I wonder how long it is, how far it is, and how long it would take to hike to Boise. Now my heel's beginning to throb.
It's never black but what it could get darker, dear.
Look, dear, will you please stop inviting disaster? You know who that is? It's the assistant manager or somebody. Hello? Yes? Well, I'm not dressed yet. You can send it up as soon as I get dressed. I'm still in the tub. No, my wife's asleep. She's sick. We're both sick. You better wait about an hour. Okay, goodbye. You'll be much sicker in an hour.